Hey, I'm in section 10 today, Las Vegas. Got a great area of town with a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, pool, half-acre land. Let's flip the camera on and take a look. Let's go, let's go. You know the story, one take. We're gonna walk through like I'm taking a home tour with you, and thrilled to bring you to this area of town. I usually stick towards Henderson in my home tours. Let's branch out. We're in Las Vegas proper, kind of west towards the Summerlin area. And this is called Section 8. There's only a couple areas of town that are labeled by sections. I don't even know the history on that. We'll have to get into that the more I get into this area of the city. But what I love are the custom lots. Over here, when you want some space, you can build a compound. This is it right here. This one sits on a half-acre. Many of them are gated to the front. Not all. Just depends. Right? So what I love about this front is the big trees, and that comes with age. Built in 1974, 3,192 square feet. List price is $898, so coming in under $300 a square foot, $281 a square foot. Now, normally I walk up and I say, hey, I don't want to see a lot of wasted space in the front. Let's get a big backyard. The beauty of these properties coming in, clocking in half-acre, full acre, is you have some space, some things to do. So here in this case, it's great. It's welcoming. You've got that gated entrance to the front, so it is still a contained space. 2-car garage, but with lots of parking here down the line. You got toys. There's no HOA, have at it. If you need some sort of really built-in toy, 2-story, you know what I'm talking about. That's probably a thing. Let's get in here. I mean, there's something that elicits like, hey, if I'm a family looking for a house in a place, I want to see a yard with a swing. It's one of those, you see it in every one of the nursery rhyme books. They've got it. Real or staging? Comment below. I have no idea. That would be a brilliant stage if it were. So built in 74, it has been updated probably once, maybe twice. You got a lot of luxury flooring here, tile and wood. And in the 70s, things are a little bit more grouped out. So you have a living room to the right. Around the centerpiece of the stairs, you have the dining area, rooms off, front den, living room back there to the right. Yep. So you know me, I like to get to the kitchen. So galley style kitchen. You have the double oven. Meal or mealy, I forget which one, but super nice from what I remember. You have the electric range here. Sometimes in the custom areas, there's no gas. I don't know for sure if there's gas in the heater. Let's see if it's noted. We'll just look out the front, see if I can find it. Electric. This is all an electric house. I believe, if I'm reading it right. Again, I'm just glancing now. So don't quote me on it, but not to be surprised as the gas company has to pull out gas all the way out to different homes. So if it's custom and you got a couple acres between you and the last guy, it's not available. White marble, solid wood. It's been painted. It's probably original or one time. You get the staple. I mean, if it's original, wow, what great condition. Even if it's been replaced once, pretty good condition for it to only be replaced once. Point being, you can move in here and not say it's falling apart on you. Is it modern? No, you don't have the modern frosty things, but love this here too. It's workable. And a great picture window. I don't see these after the 70s and 80s, the extra space on either side. They've really leveraged all the outside covered space into more living space here. So clocking in at 3192 square feet, it's deceptively larger, I think, in my opinion. Lives larger. No RO here, but space for it. Some coloration under there. But we're talking a house 40 plus years. So here's the eat-in kitchen. Right attached to the kitchen with, this would be your pantry. There's no walk-in pantry, so you just have a large wide area, probably equal in space. Now off there is a downstairs sink, toilet, and shower. And if you can shower, well, that's convenient. There's a pool right here. Everyone says, wouldn't it be great if I could just walk right into the shower? Sometimes you get that outside entrance. Other times it's just a couple steps in. Love it. Custom built. I'm sure someone was thinking about that. Saying my family likes to swim. Hey, by the way, if you do like what you're seeing, don't hesitate to give me a ring or shoot me a text. Let's go at 702-706-7166. Love to get you in. If not this, let's talk. We'll see some homes. A garage here, and then we'll work back to the rest of the house. It sprawls downstairs. Like I said, it feels bigger. So you have that modern glass, double pane, surprisingly insulated. And then yes, we have your laundry. You have the barn doors to cover. The laundry area, some cabinets up top. Against that, I would guess is either a breaker box or a water manifold. I'm not gonna futz. So you do have laundry out here. There is no central air. They do have one of these units. You can always look into one of the more modern splits. I'm sure cost efficiency, it might math out to swap it out. Keeps this room a little cooler. There we go. So we'll peek outside around the corner once we do like the full downstairs circuit. This is the downstairs kind of like formal living room. Set straight off of the kitchen with a picture window all up front. Big thanks to Michelle Mittmiller with the brokerage or real estate agency here. Letting me get into the listing and feature it here for you guys today. I was really excited to get over to the section 10 area, show that off. So back at the front foyer entrance area, there's just a little alcove for a table or knickknack. Sometimes I see sculpture. And then to match the other side of the front, there's another picture window here. Love this spot. You can probably get some bench seating, cushions, also have storage under it, all wood floors. So we transitioned, by the way, from tile to all wood in here. For sure, a luxury. Built in 74. This is an actual wood-burning fireplace, unique to Las Vegas. We stopped building with those decades ago. All brick, on up in the chimney with the mantle. Just a super traditional. If you love traditional homes, this home has a couple of the modern features, but really has a traditional feel. And speaking of feel, this is where I was saying they've really brought in an outdoor space to inside. So they tiled this and really contained it all in. Even shot air conditioning through, you see up top. But this is the upstairs. So my guess is this is an addition. I'm not sure if it even is included in the 3,000 square feet, which would be amazing, but plausible. So a great social area, and this is why I wanted to bleed into the pool, because you have these huge picture windows. You got this bar area, by the way, a wet bar area. You do have plumbing brought in. It's power for a fridge. Space for decorations and bottles and bang, bang, boom. You got yourself an entertainer's house for sure. Plenty of parking out front in the house alone for several cars. So this is the covered area out here. And what's really cool, you have access both on this side. I'm going to swing you around. And there's a set of stairs around that corner. We'll get to it as we get around. So great use of indoor-outdoor space. Bring this around, and this is the fun of a bigger lot, is there's just bigger things. So we've got planters here, maybe it's tomatoes, but some great sun, also some protection from the afternoon perhaps. I don't know which way the sun goes from where you are, but I would imagine you got your own little farm here. Strawberries are coming through. We're in June. Tis the season, I think. That's I guess your pool house, garden house. And then just look at this space back here. Sorry if I spun you, but my head's spinning. So you have a grove of trees to the left. Thing to note, you do have above ground power over here. Got yours pulled in. And it's small details on these custom homes, like they stucco the walls. So here's just a whole garden area. I mean, this could be 2 or 3 modern day backyards, and this is just their decorative garden space. Some nice uplighting, but this place looks really fun at night. Hey, if you like to just kind of read in your own little spot, how about this little area here? Looks like fun. So no HOA. This is definitely rentable. Price at $900. You do the math what your return on investment needs to be. There's nothing back here. I wouldn't have been surprised if there was like a tortoise or something here. I don't see water though. I don't know. So this is the fun. It's also the risk. You might run into somebody that likes chickens. I don't know if you can have chickens over here. I heard chickens make a racket. I think it might have been. I think it is. This looks like a chicken thing. Those are eggs. That's kind of cool. Yeah, what you don't want your house up next to here. No, sir. Look at that. That's fun. Free range. My buddy Jimmy has a chicken set up down in Texas. Jimmy, shout out to you. And look at this. So all of this after the pool is turf space. 20,000 plus square feet, nearly a half acre. And then you get back over here. I mean, this is 1-2 backyards in some houses. And it's just a garden area. So these towers, the place is vacant. Sure, it's not getting the love it normally would, but my guess is you get some herbs. This is quite the setup over here. More garden space. Given what I see, they've probably had some success. You like to garden? You like your own personal space? Hit me up. All right, then the pool. Supersized pool. It's got that speckled plaster. Say that 10 times fast. No spa on this one. And then as I was saying over here, and I do like the safety gate, you have access back up top from this side. Bringing in, I think that was more storage over there behind me. These big yards over here, this just, you know, it hasn't been like ultra modernized. It just reminds me of a classic backyard from big giant pine. If I just saw this backyard, minus the stucco, maybe a palm tree or two, you know, it would be hard to place what region of the country we're in. I know what's the tree guy? Arborist is like, please, you know, clearly that's a blah, 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 blah. But point is, you got that green space, which you don't get that feel. Green and open is a definite plus. I get that request a lot. All right, swinging through here. We'll go upstairs now. Let's check out some bedrooms. And on up we go. Black tile on upstairs. With what's really cool about up here, again, more natural wood, is you have access to the balcony both in the front and the back. So here's landing area, loft, the 3 bedrooms, spun off from a central area with a shared bathroom. And then on into the primary. So here's our primary. No door to the front patio. That's just access through that main landing loft area. Huge space on this. What's it listing at? 18 by 15. Frosted glass windows. Probably about 8-foot ceilings. And we have a black and white, smaller marble brought in all the way to the shower. You have dueling shower. You have 2 showers, 2 different controls, 2 doors, 2 separate doors. Bada bing with the bench. All gold fixtures here and downstairs. You know, where is Section 10? Section 10, like I said, just west of the strip. So you're probably a 15-minute drive. You get that hanging double trough sink. I'd say it sounds not as fun, but what comes to mind. And then love this texture it is, as it looks like. Modern tub. Toilet. A client of mine did this a couple years ago. I believe this may be patio space, and I may be wrong. And they extended onto their patio and made themselves a closet. They liked their closet. So that might be what's happening here. Common question, hey, do they have a permit? All that stuff's available online. So when you're starting to look with a real estate agent like myself in Henderson, Nevada, or here is Section 10, Las Vegas in general, I can direct you, or he or she can direct you to the Clark County site. You got to do a little digging as usual. Big space though, by the way, open door on the right side. Sorry if I spun you. And then another door access to the back here. So, this does not convey recently I walked through a house and someone asked what I didn't talk about. Personal property, if it doesn't convey personal property being something that the owner owns and it's not attached to the house, even though it looks pretty attached, it's just like a washer dryer. You gotta pick the dang thing up, but you can move it, maybe take it apart. It's a whole separate bill of sale. And I always say, look, if you want the house, grab the house. Don't let a sauna or a whatever golf cart derail the purchase of the house, because it's a fraction of. So it's usually not part of the sale. In this case, it's not as well. Look at the size of this back patio, by the way. So some nice mountain views. If I can pinch in, always looks better in person, but it's just nice to have that grand view of a mountain someplace and a great view of your backyard. You know, whatever you would want to do with this. I mean, it's big enough for a tennis court, for goodness sakes. Love these half-acre lots. Then out front, so that airport, you can see an airplane. Maybe it's so bright I can't really see my screen, but it's an airplane taking off. You got the airport over in that direction, and then strips there. About 15-minute drive, depending on some lights. Really, I mean, you're probably could be even closer to right on. So location here is second to none, and it's great because you're close to Mount Charleston. You can cruise up to Mount Charleston in about a 30-minute drive. You're hopping on 95, and then you're close down to Summerlin. Some of our top-rated high schools are just a short drive from this area. A lot of reasons why Section 10 is one of those like hidden gem neighborhoods. So that's your primary. And the safety net, in my opinion, and we'll step outside on the front, is they're all nicer homes. They're larger, so you hope that they're going to work to protect the value of their home and in turn yours. One of the biggest complaints of a no HOA community is what happens when my neighbor's house goes into disrepair and or chooses not to repair, and you think, everyone has the same probability for disaster, but nicer homes are going to just have a lot more nicer things around them. Your hope is that neighborhood could last. The size of those trees. So yeah, this goes all the way the length. I'd be curious, actually, because that's just me talking from my gut, saying the number of foreclosures on a home under 600,000 versus homes 1.5 to 3 million. I don't know what the percentage is. I have to look that. I'm gonna email my title rep, Ashley Hunter, Tycor Title, get some deets on that. It's a curiosity. Anyhow, back to our home tour, back at the landing area here. Let's check out the last 3 rooms. They all spin off from this top area. So we'll go left to bedroom 2-ish, open closet. Nice size bedrooms in this home. We're back to like 12 by 12. Let's see what it's listed. 12 by 13, 13 by 13. That's what these are ranging. You got 4 can lights on each. No center fan. You have to really rework things. You have the air conditioning diffuser right there. Now here's a look over here. As I walked in, I said, that might be something you can rip off and pop up 2 levels if you really wanted to optimize your garage. It looks like it's all kind of a side unit. Back out. And likes a little storage. Up and down storage. Another bedroom. It's fun because this bedroom also steps out into the outside patio. Wine or coffee? Comment below. What are you more likely to sit outside your bedroom sipping? Wine or coffee? Man, given this farmhouse feel now, the chickens, I'd drink my coffee, listen to my guys wake up. All right, and then the bathroom here, back to the same black tile that we saw downstairs, and we have a single sink, black toilet, classic tub, shower here. Swing back around that way. And then our last bedroom, also with that backyard access. It's a small little mini closet. Not much to work with. So they came up with a solution. Here's just an armoire here. And this is where, you know, if you hear me say, hey, it doesn't have a closet, some bedrooms aren't. If they have a door and a window to get the heck out in case there's a problem, you're good. This is what we're talking about. You throw this in there and you have a closet. It's a built-in closet. It gets the job done. And look at this natural light. Straight up into that mountain view. I believe the other back bedroom did as well. Yeah, this is just a fun house. You got these 4-inch baseboards throughout. I saw some crown molding in one of the rooms. Just you never know what you're gonna get in these custom builds. Well, let's recap here. So we're in Section 10, Las Vegas, the west side of the city, and we just toured a $898,000 list price at $281 a square foot home, $31.92 on the square footage. It's 4 bedrooms, listed as 4 bath, pool in the back, like practically a half acre, gated entrance. Real fun to see. Hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you on the next.